Hello, today we're here at the Liberty Stadium, home of Swansea City and the Ospreys, and we're with Swansea City's press officer, Ben Donovan. Give us a bit of a rundown of an average day in your life. What do you do?
Well, first thing, check the emails on the inbox. It can be 10, 20 emails every morning. And then my main job is to edit the matchday programme. So if we've got home games coming up, then we've got to get features together. We go down to the training ground, do interviews, do video interviews as well for our online TV channel. So yeah, it's pretty hectic.
As the press officer, you get to be quite up close and personal with a lot of the players. Have you discovered any rituals any of the players have before matches?
The only one I can think of is Scott Sinclair. Actually, there's two for Scott Sinclair. He loves asking questions all the time, but he'll ask questions about things he really should know the answer to. For example, who we're playing the following weekend. He'll always ask, so who are we playing, and what's the date of this? Someone should get that lad a diary. And he always walks out of the tunnel last without fail when the teams are coming out. He has to come out last. So yeah, Scott Sinclair.
Now, pre-season, last season, Swansea really silenced a lot of their critics. They were bandied about as going straight back down, and they've proven what they're worth. What do you think this season holds for our Premier League team?
Well, I think firstly last season was just a phenomenal achievement. To finish 11th in the Premier League. I think everyone would have, if they said, "Oh, you're going to finish 17th or above," you'd bitten your hand off. But to finish 11th, playing the kind of football we did as well, we beating the likes of Arsenal, Man City, Liverpool, drawing with Tottenham, Chelsea. It's just stuff you would never have thought would happen, and but now obviously when Brendan's gone and new manager coming in, the second season is going to be tough. But with the players we've got now and the players we brought in, I can't see us going down at all.
Speaking of players we brought in, give us a bit of a rundown for those who might have missed it of who we brought in and who we've lost over the last couple of months.
We haven't really lost anyone of note just yet. We've brought in Chico Flores, central defender, and he signed a 3-year contract, 6'2" central defender. He will obviously replace Stephen Corker, who's gone back to Tottenham. Who was a revelation on loan here last season. We've signed Jonathan de Guzman on loan from Villarreal. He was a phenomenal player in La Liga last year, and he'll hopefully fill the void left by Gylfi Sigurdsson, who everyone knows was a class act here last season. And the final one we've brought in at the moment is Michu, who's a similar player to Sigurdsson himself. He scored 16 goals in La Liga last year for Rayo Vallecano. Everyone's tipping them for a bright season.
Okay, over the last few days we've heard reports of players from last season who were perhaps sidelined under Rodgers who are saying, "Give me my chance now, Laudrup." Of the current lineup, who do you think really deserves their next chance?
I think the main one that has come out in the press this week is Stephen Doby. He started the season in the side last year, and then he was kind of on the bench, and he only made 8 appearances last season altogether, I think, and went on loan to Blackpool, and it was the second time he's gone on loan there, and he's fantastic there in the Championship. But I think he would deserve another chance. I don't think it was fair to say he had a fair crack last season. I just think the players that were playing week in, week out were doing such a good job that there was no way that Rodgers was going to change the team. But with a new manager and new ideas, he's come back fit and strong in pre-season, and don't see why he can't stake a claim for a place in the side.
Swansea are often compared to Barcelona in terms of playing style. How do you think that having an ex-Barcelona player as a manager is going to improve this and really keep the team going this season?
I think it can only be a good thing, really. I mean, Michael Laudrup, you've only got to look at his CV. The guy's a legend, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Ajax. That's 3 of the top clubs ever to grace the European game. And I think all the players have said that just having his presence around the training ground, and it's almost like instant respect for the squad, and players like Danny Graham and players in an attacking position, Scott Sinclair, Nathan Dyer, they're only going to learn off someone like that who's won the European Cup with Barcelona. It's just to be able to attract a name like that for a club like Swansea, and considering where we've come in the last 10, 11 years, is fantastic, really.
We've heard today that the university will be joining up with Swansea City to use the grounds at Fairwood. Now, as someone who's come from the university yourself and then gone on to work with Swansea City, what do you think this brings to Swansea University, and what do you think that students can learn from the players here and vice versa?
Firstly, I think it's a great deal they've got there, because Swansea historically has been a club really close to the community and close links to the community and local charities and things like that. And I think having a link with the university is only going to bring great rewards. I mean, I know for a fact that students have come from far and wide in the last 12 months, particularly China and Asia, to study at Swansea. Not just because of the football team in the Premier League, but they can relate to the fact that Swansea are a Premier League football club, and the football side of things has firmly put the city on the map. And I think, you know, if the students can get down to Fairwood and train and possibly, you know, see the Swans in action, then yeah, it's going to be a great partnership.
Lastly, if you were whispering in Laudrup's ear, who would you tell him to sign for next season?
Good question. Good question. Me? No. That's a good question, isn't it? I go for Thomas Ince, who plays for Blackpool. Those of you that know your football will know who he is, but yeah, great player.
Cool, thank you very much for talking to us. As you can see, the sun is shining over the Liberty today, and hopefully the sun will keep shining over the Swans' second season in the Premier League. We wish you all the best, boys. From all of us here at Ground Level Swansea.